Dear friends, today we will meditate from Matthew chapter 6, verse 8. It says like this: Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. My dear friends, maybe your minds started wondering after hearing these words. Maybe your mind's saying right now, does God really knows what my needs are? Does God really knows my prayers? Does God really knows my situation? Dear friends, sometime before I was reading a story, but I must tell you that it is a real story. This story is about Dr. Helen Roosevelt. Dr. Helen Roosevelt was working as a missionary doctor in Central Africa, in a very remote village area. One afternoon, she was working hard to help a mother give birth to her premature baby. The baby was born, but sadly, the mother died. This poor mother did not survive that night. She left behind this weak, premature, and tiny baby and one 2-year-old little daughter. In that part of Africa, the nights were really very, very cold. They had no electricity, no incubator there, and this premature and weak newborn baby needed warmth to survive. Dr. Helen thought that this baby would not survive because the last hot water bottle they had broke down and they did not had anything to keep this baby warm. They put this baby in a box and covered this baby with cottons, and then Dr. Helen started praying to God. The baby survived the night, but still they needed a hot water bottle. There was no medical stores nearby. Dr. Helen was worried. I must say, she was very, very worried. Do you know, Dr. Helen would often pray with some of the children who lived at the orphanage in that village. She told the children to pray for this premature baby. Now listen very carefully. Now listen very, very carefully, my friends. Listen to me. There was a 10-year-old girl there in that orphanage. She started praying like this: Oh God, send a hot water bottle for this baby. If you don't send today, if you will not send today, the baby will die. So send it at afternoon. Oh God, when you send the hot water bottle for this baby, with that you also send a small doll for her little sister. Now, when Dr. Helen heard this prayer of this little girl Ruth, she couldn't say amen. This prayer was so real. This prayer was so practical. She confessed afterward. She confessed by her mouth later that although she believed God, she did not believe it would happen like that. How Ruth prayed. In the afternoon, Dr. Helen received a message that a package arrived at her home. She gathered all the children of the orphanage and went to her home. They were surprised to see the package. They opened the package. There were knitted jerseys, brightly colored knitted jerseys for the children of the orphanage. There were lot of bandages for the leprosy patients. There was a box of resin inside that package. Then finally, Dr. Helen reached out her hand and took out the final things from that package. And they were surprised. They were very much surprised. They were very, very much surprised. And the last items were a hot water bottle and a small doll. And this package And this package was sent by another country to Dr. Helen 5 months before. And this package Dr. Helen received on that afternoon. God knew the need of this premature baby. God knew the need of Dr. Helen. God knew the prayer of Ruth, that little girl. Give praise to God. This is how God hears our prayer. Give praise to God that God knows everything. Before we ask, God knows our situation. Because this gift, this package was sent by somebody from another country 5 months before, and it reached Dr. Helen on the same afternoon when this premature baby needed the hot water bottle. My dear friends, today we are meditating on Matthew chapter 6 verse 8. It says, your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Yes, my friends. God knows you. God knows all your needs. God knows all your concerns. God knows all the situations you are going through today. God knows all the circumstances in which you are living today. God knows you inside. God knows you out. God knows all. God is an omniscient God. God is all-knowing God. God is an omnipotent God. God has all the powers in His hand. He will send the answers to all your prayers. My dear friends, don't be discouraged today. Don't be sad today. Bring all your prayers before Jesus. Bring all your prayers before Jesus. Bring all your prayers before God. Because God is your Father and He knows what you need before you ask Him. He will send answers to all your prayers. He will send you answers to all your situations. He will give you delight in your heart. And may His name be glorified. May God bless you today. Amen.